Okay, for this final installment, I'm going to show you how to make this thing production ready. First of all, I just wanted to say to you, even though I showed you how to create, uh, like a custom pocket, if you will, in other words, making that angular effect on the inside, you don't really have to do that because typically this is controlled by the die that the vendor already has. For example, you showed me a sample from the wonderful folks at Print Place, and they already have a die in place, so you really don't even have to do this. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take these two shapes, okay, and we are going to select them both. We're going to go up to Object, go down to where it says Convert Shape, and just make them rectangles, all right? So once we do that, and we're going to make sure that, we're going to make sure that the right pocket, all right, is actually the same width as the page. So we know the page is 9 inches. So we're going to make sure that we make the width of the page 9 inches. All right. And we're also going to make sure that the width of the other one, the other pocket, is also 9 inches. So we'll come in here and type in 9 inches. All right. So they both meet in the middle and they're both the same width. Now what we're going to do is, because it has to have a bleed, we're going to extend the bleed, extend out on all three sides. All right, being the bottom, which will actually be the top of the presentation folder once it's assembled. All right, and of course the sides. So we have it bleeding here at the bottom and coming across the top. All right, so now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to export this thing as a PDF file. So we're going to go to File, all right, drop down to Export, all right, and then we're going to for this, I'll just call it sample folder. Sample folder. I'm going to target my desktop. I'll say OK. All right. And then you want to make sure you have spreads selected. All right. When you come down to marks and bleeds, click off on crop marks. So we don't want any crop marks. We want the bleeds, the document bleeds. And if you notice, it has, P9 for the top, P9 for the right, P9 for the left, and a 24 P9 because that's going to include the slug area. So make sure you have slug area checked, make sure you have document bleed settings set, and make sure you have it for spreads. Once you have that, you'll say export, and then there you have it. You're going to have your actual, let me just zoom out so you can see this. This is going to be your presentation folder. Now, I also have, and I'm going to be sending you this as well, a presentation folder that I did, so you can check against it. And as you can see, it's pretty much exactly as I just showed you. And then, of course, in Acrobat, if you do a little mouse over in the lower, let me see if I can bring this up so you can see it. Let's see, let me see. Yeah. If you do a mouse over in the lower left-hand corner, it'll show you the actual spec. And if you notice, it's 18 1/4, which means you have 9 inches on one side, 9 inches on the other side. That gives you 18, and an eighth and an eighth, which gives you 1/4. Then you have 12, and then you have 4 inches, which gives you 12 and 4 is 16, plus an eighth at the top, an eighth at the bottom, and it gives you your 1/4 of an inch. All right, so I will send you this so you can just take a look at it as a reference. And that's basically how you set it up. I hope this installment was I hope it was helpful, and I hope this will help you create your custom presentation.